The Stoic Algorithm. 5 ancient mind hacks to overcome modern anxiety. Before we begin, a line drifts through my mind. Hello darkness, my old friend. Not as a lament, but as a reminder. Even in the quiet weight of our worries, there is a familiar rhythm. A place where reflection meets clarity. And from that stillness, we begin. The signal and the noise. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Epictetus. I begin here, in the rising static of modern existence. Notifications flare like digital lightning, thoughts scatter like charged particles. And somewhere between them, I notice the breath I've been ignoring. In a world engineered to hijack attention, anxiety becomes less of an emotion and more of an operating system. Constantly updating, constantly demanding bandwidth. Yet beneath all the noise, a quieter algorithm waits, the ancient logic of the Stoics. Earlier than science, older than psychology, they recognized what modern cognitive research now confirms. That the mind's suffering often emerges not from events, but from interpretations. This first step is simple, but not easy. Notice the noise, then dilute it with awareness. The Dichotomy of Control. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Marcus Aurelius. When I first heard this principle, it sounded almost too minimal. Control what you can. Let go of what you can't. Yet in the architecture of anxiety, this is the load-bearing beam. Cognitive science mirrors this truth. Attention spent on uncontrollable variables fractures emotional stability. Stoic practice rewires the inner compass. There are 2 directions. True north, what I can influence. The rest of the horizon, everything beyond my command. Suffering begins when I walk toward the horizon as if it were north. So I pause. I check the compass. I realign. The moment becomes navigable again, not by running from it, but by seeing where I actually stand. The Rehearsal of Catastrophe. He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary. Seneca. So much of modern anxiety is predictive. Fictional futures. Imagined collapses. Algorithmic fear spirals. The Stoics understood this before neuroscience discovered the brain's negativity bias. We simulate disaster as if it were an evolutionary hobby. But I step back, I exhale, I examine the story I'm telling myself. Often, the real pain exists in anticipation, not reality. Catastrophe rehearsed becomes catastrophe lived, even if it never arrives. When I detach the imagination from dread, I reclaim the moment. The present as anchor. The only Zen you'll find on mountaintops is the Zen you bring with you. Alan Watts. In the modern mind, Time rarely unfolds linearly. We jump between the past we can't change and the future we can't predict. Meanwhile, the present, the only segment of space-time we actually inhabit, becomes a mere transit station. Stoicism calls for presence, not escape. Psychology frames it as regulation, not denial. Science observes it as a recalibration of the nervous system. I let the breath bring me back. Inhale, the moment. Exhale, everything else. The mind steadies, complexity dissolves. Negative visualization. In the end, everything will be fine. If it's not fine, it's not the end. Camus. The Stoics did something bold. They imagined losing the very things they cherished. Not to feel grief, but to cultivate gratitude. Today, this practice lives within behavioral psychology as a corrective to habituation. The human tendency to stop noticing what we have. When I visualize loss briefly and intentionally, something shifts. The present becomes saturated with texture, meaning, immediacy. Anxiety fades because awareness sharpens. Suddenly the mundane becomes sacred. This is not morbid. It is clarifying. The reframing of failure. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein. Social media equates worth with metrics, likes, views, velocity. Failure feels like a verdict. A permanent stain. But Stoics viewed failure differently, not as final, but formative. Modern cognitive theory agrees. Reframing transforms the emotional signature of an event. Failure becomes data, not identity. Information, not shame. Direction, not defeat. I remind myself, the algorithm of life adapts through feedback. And feedback requires friction. Emotional minimalism. The primary cause of unhappiness is never the situation but your thoughts about it. Eckhart Tolle. The Stoics were psychological minimalists long before minimalism became aesthetic. They stripped thought down to essentials. Not to suppress emotion, but to free it from distortion. I adopt this mindset. Less rumination. Less projection. Less narrative clutter. Emotion becomes easier to read when the background noise dims. I learn to distinguish fear from fatigue, grief from overstimulation, intuition from impulse. What remains is clean, simple, navigable. The inner desk is cleared. The algorithm of acceptance. Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny. For what could fit you better? Quote, Marcus Aurelius. Acceptance is misunderstood as surrender. Stoics meant something more precise. Seeing reality without distortion. Science mirrors this in cognitive reappraisal. Reducing emotional intensity by contextual reframing. Acceptance is not passivity. It is alignment. It is the recognition that the universe unfolds not by permission but by principle. I move with it, not against it. Only then does effort become effortless. Voluntary discomfort. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Bruce Lee. Stoics practiced hardship intentionally, cold exposure, fasting, abstention. Not as punishment. As preparation? Neuroscience now notes that controlled stress strengthens resilience. In a world of digital abundance, discomfort becomes rare, and thus terrifying. Voluntarily confronting mild difficulty recalibrates the system. I learn that I survive more than I think. I adapt faster than I fear. I am more capable than I assume. Anxiety shrinks in the shadow of capability. The Stoic Pause. Between stimulus and response there is a space. In that space is our power to choose. Viktor Frankl. Anxious minds react quickly. Stoic minds respond slowly. The difference lies in the pause, the microsecond of awareness that interrupts reflex. In that pause lives freedom, a neurological reset, a psychological breath, a philosophical foothold. I widen the space. I step inside it. I respond, instead of react. Anxiety loses its automatic trigger. Impermanence as teacher. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. The Buddha. Everything changes. The Stoics knew it. Physics confirms it. Impermanence is not a flaw of existence but its fundamental law. When anxiety rises, it whispers, "This feeling will last forever." Impermanence reveals the lie. Neural states shift. Emotions ebb. Circumstances evolve. Consciousness itself flows like a river across time. I let impermanence soften the edges of fear. I remember, everything is temporary, even this. The cosmic perspective. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself. Carl Sagan. In the vastness of space-time, anxiety becomes a flicker, a temporary turbulence in the atmosphere of the mind. The Stoics weren't nihilists, they were perspectivists. They imagined the view from above, the cosmic vantage point, the broader timeline. When I elevate perception, the immediate tightness dissolves. I reconnect with the whole, the unity of inner and outer, mind and cosmos, self and stardust. I feel myself not as a fragile creature in a chaotic world, but as an emergent pattern within a far greater design. And in this expanded awareness, anxiety becomes something else entirely, a reminder of aliveness. This is Cosmic Reflections, where philosophy, science, and spirit converge to explore consciousness, the universe, and the hidden architecture of being. Thanks for your time. It's been a delight. What should we explore next? Comment, share, and save your insight. Subscribe to Orbital Reads and keep your thoughts bright.